It's alive. It's alive unless you've resurrected it on YouTube. Hell yeah. Verbal Autobiography. I've got no weed. Actually, I do. I have this. Is it. This is all the weed I have. I don't even really want to relight it because I think a lot of this is just ash. Should probably just throw it away. It's not even worth saving. It's just making me sad. It's making me sad. That's my only weed. Okay. I might get some when I'm at Laughs, but it's always a test of self-love, me going into a situation and not having anything to offer to be like, jump into a smoke thing. If I have weed, I will. Not necessarily even that I will like light up anything I have, but I could, like, I don't know. A lot of my recent life has been learning to love myself because I got through a lot of life not loving myself. I think I mistook self-hate for humility, and it's not. But we'll go over that. Doing the verbal autobiography. I enjoy these questions. It's verbal autobiography, my last will and testament. I'm going to live forever, but if I die, I stand behind verbal autobiography, especially the fact that I am pretty damn sure every single video is going to get like 2,000 more views if I do die. All right. So challenges and growth is what this section is. What have been some of the biggest challenges or obstacles I've faced? Did I answer this one already? I feel like I fucking answered this one. I guess just like depression, like mental illness. So like pretty severe. I think even more severe than I like realized until like looking into it. And then yeah, I think I did answer this yesterday because then I said that the depression led to like depression led to self-hate, which led to an eating disorder, which really just capped me right at the needs, and made it so I didn't progress. I guess like not bad. I definitely progressed, but the I was so consumed with I don't know, like with the need not like being, I don't know, I was like abusing a need, so like that. How, yeah, I did talk about this, the hierarchy of needs, and like I don't know if I necessarily believe in that whole thing, but I think there is something to be said about like needing a solid base if you're going to really like build upon yourself. And so I just did things, and I was successful at things. Like I successfully graduated college. I was successful at things, but I only did things that like I kind of followed other people's plans because I was too exhausted to make up my own plan. My plan was just like starve. And like I did all the stuff that around like life, but like I had no like, I don't know, it's like it really didn't have a lot of meaning to me. So yeah, I did. That's Resurrected on YouTube. Although I didn't post yesterday's yet, I will soon. Do you have a story about a time you almost gave up and why you didn't? I don't post a link here. There is a link somewhere here on like Instagram. If you ever like unfurl the bio, you know, like everyone has their bio, we could unfurl it to see more bio. I think verbal autobiography is on there. All right. Do you have a story about a time you almost gave up and why you didn't? Well, I think we talked before in the past. Verbal autobiographies gets dark. It's a verbal autobiography of my life. Comedy balances tragedy. That's why I'm so funny. It was very, very tragic. I was born on a Wednesday, full of woe. Whoa. Full of woe. Do you have a story about a time? Yeah. So, like, yeah, I tried, you know, when an active, like, plan of killing myself didn't work, I, like, kind of did have, like, okay, I'll just not care maybe so much about my health or, like, situations I put myself in. So, like, being bad with my health and then putting myself in dangerous situations as a way of, like, giving up life. I don't know if they're talking about comedy. I've never almost wanted to give up comedy, ever. I'm so sorry if you don't like me in it. I am here to stay. I have to get on board. I am in love with comedy. No one is taking it from me. Sure, I could not get, like, there's ways that people could take, like, opportunities from me doing comedy, but they can never take the comedian spirit, and I will always find a way to do it. And I'll always find a place to do it, because the great thing about comedy is it balances tragedy. So it'll always be there for me. I'm off duty funny all the time. On stage funny all the time when I can be. On the stage funny in little bits of 5s and 10s and maybe a 15 if I'm lucky, here's and there. What's one thing you're really proud of overcoming? I feel like I haven't fully overcome anything enough yet to say that. I don't know. Well, I'm proud of myself. It's funny, like, the stuff I'm going to say I'm proud of myself for is stuff that, like, man, maybe it's a good thing I don't have a kid. Something that I'm proud for, like, ending certain relationships, like, leaving teaching. I guess I'm, like, yeah, all that shit. I hesitate to say I overcame my eating disorder, because I absolutely have not. It's still, like, a part of my life, but it's something that, like, I don't know, actively try and overcome. Like, I'm not comfortable in my body, but, like, I wasn't really before either. Yeah. After that, I think I'll overcome a lot of stuff, though. I'm proud of, I'm still really working on the self-hate. I want to say overcome it, but I feel like sometimes you can't, like, I don't know, make a decision for myself in love, but then, like, if I let my mind go there, my mind is, like, all hate about it, all the decision, because it's, like, still doesn't think I deserve to love myself. I'm still fighting back the dog of self-hate. Alright, I'll go to the next section. They named this section the triple threat. Anorexic, autistic, alcoholic. That was ChatGPT that made me these. That's my little bitch robot. I love my little bitch robot. Alright. How have these aspects influenced your comedy? Anorexic, autistic, alcoholic. That's, like, my whole set. That's right how I'll introduce myself. I got a lot of jokes about drinking. I have a few jokes about autism, but it's actually the one that I like. I feel like there's just so many other comics with jokes about autism. The anorexia jokes, now finding the funny in that is really the one. Because those ones I do have, it's just that people don't always find it funny. So trying to make it funny. I think it's, yeah, it definitely is funny. And then there is that self-hate part of me that's like, oh my God, you're too fat to use these jokes. But I think that it actually is a little bit better if I'm not very obviously anorexic and I'm up there like, I starve myself, because I think that, like, almost makes it too real to be, like, a funny. If I'm, like, I'm in the middle of struggling with it, but I'm not, like, in the throes of it. Maybe it's a little funnier. Plus, it is pretty funny. A lot of the reason if I've, like, had a bad bowel movement is probably some reason related to that. Or had, like, some shitty thing going on. What's something about each that you want others to understand? Well, so I believe in autism, like, on what we've, like, kind of diagnosed, but I think that it's been a misdiagnosed just because society put such a strict little box that's so fucking hard to fit into. And then they just started to label the fuck out of everyone that didn't fit into it, which is obviously why we have so many people labeled now, and why we probably have so much mental illness, because it really kind of fucking sucks to get labeled like that really young. We just start labeling babies, like, right out womb. It's crazy. Like, and then we hit it hard as you get older. Like, people are not really meant to be labeled. We don't even, it's like, just because we don't have the time to get to know someone, we want to put labels on things. I don't fucking know. I don't really believe in autism as, like, a disability thing. I just think certain people are different. And they don't fit into the way society has very much structured itself. That's not their fault. Society is broken. Society has an eating disorder. That's what I think about society and anorexia. Society has an eating disorder. It's incredibly hard to get over an eating disorder in this society. Like, oh my God, just sitting at work and hearing everyone talk about their diets and shit. Like, and while you have to be like, well, I gotta eat lunch. Like, I don't even know. I'm not even hungry. I could turn it off. Like, you have to really want to. And I don't. I just like, I do it for my homie, the Lord. Get over my eating disorder for that. Because I don't know why. I don't know why. I think, I don't know why. Does it want me around forever so that misery could have company? I don't know. What's something? Yeah. And then, I would be way more of an alcoholic if I had more money. I think that's probably also why I don't have money. I would drink way more if I had money to drink. I would like always go out and drink. Or I would always buy drinks when I was out. And I'd tip too, so I'd be a good person and an alcoholic. Because I'd be drinking a lot, tipping a lot. Alright. Faith and values. How has your faith influenced your journey? Well, like, this is all, like, is pretty much the same question. Go back and watch the other one where it went over, like, it sort of started when, started my adult kind of, the very much shift that is, like, Amy as Amy now, not, like, Amy in my 20s was definitely Amy, but I didn't act really like me. I mean, like, I you know, like, yourself is always there, but I just was not in tune to what I was or what I liked. I was just trying to starve. I was trying to get through days into weekends and not eat. I don't know, like, I guess in the meantime, do all the stuff you're supposed to do for life. But God spitting on my shoe while I was teaching in the charter school, the kind of like my third teaching year, and then yeah, so that like saved my fucking life. We still on a journey though. We still on a journey. But it's added satisfaction to my life. It's taken my depression and made it into a kind of like peace. And my dark forebodings that were my anxiety and to more of like a hopeful expectation. So yeah, some stuff might be absolute dog shit right now, but I'm hopeful it gets better. Thanks to faith. Otherwise, I would have been hopeless. There was nothing in this world for me to place hope in. I tried. There wasn't. Not like it was going to last. I almost feel appreciative. I kind of realized that at a young age, even though it means that I was a very hopeless little child. I was a very hopeless, like, 9 to 28-year-old. Obviously, that's why I was so suicidal. Honestly, I was... Man, and even when I, like, did find God, it saved me a lot, but, like, I still was very suicidal, and still am... Oh, yeah, I must say I'm definitely not suicidal anymore. I get it. I get it. Sometimes I'm like, I don't actively want to, like, worry about my health, but, like, I also don't feel anything going wrong. Are there specific values or teachings that keep you grounded in life or comedy? Yeah. Hell yeah. Comedy balances tragedy. Some people got senses of humor. They come out, God, I hope there's some senses of humor at Laughs. There's definitely going to be a ton of people with jokes. And Laughs is the third component in comedy, which is a comfortable place for people to laugh. So like, I didn't realize it right away, but like as things have come together to me, I'm like, oh yeah, because the comedy was kind of made to balance tragedy, and that makes sense because I'm fucking tragic, and a lot of people that join comedy are tragic, and a lot of people that come out to laugh is because, like, you know, they're battling tragedies too. Life is kind of tragic. Existing is good, but it's hard and rarely comfortable. Very uncomfortable most of the time. Just sitting in this body, uncomfortable. Creative inspirations. What inspires you both in comedy and life? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ? that, yeah. And like people I love. Jesus fucking Christ is what inspired. I am not a part of or have any really intentions or plans of church going. However, I do think like living in a way that would be like, I don't know, dope like that, like a kind ass person, living like love, trying to be patient and kind and all that. I don't know. All of that. Yeah, the love, the values of love. Love as a value. Keeps me going. What inspires you both in comedy and life? Oh, we just answer that. Love, yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Love. Huh. Are there any comedians, writers, or other artists you admire? Yeah, like... I didn't watch a lot of comedy before I did it. So, like, if I did, it was, like, not really anyone that was, like, popular right now. And now I do. But, so, like, a lot of the people I know personally, I really like the author Daniel Handler, who also goes by Lemony Snicket. I think every time I read too much of him, I, like, will start to think the way he writes. I like the way he writes. I'm a big fan of artistic stuff. Yeah. I am like low brain today. Having a harder time answering these questions than so far. Not since the book that I threw out. They just kept asking me, like, what's a word that you would describe your mom with, but it has to start with the letter R? And I'm like, immediately forget everything that starts with R except for ranch. And I wouldn't describe my mom as ranch. That book was hard. Especially without a phone, because I like to look up words on a phone. And the whole cool thing about live, the cool thing about live, I think, because there's no reason to live. Like, honestly... No one, like, watches it. Unless you really want to watch someone struggle without a phone. Because you know whoever's on live is not using their phone. They're filming with it. So they just have to, like, figure shit out. What's a recent creative challenge you tackled? Trying to sign up for Medi-Cal. Yeah. Also, well, I have so many, like, creative projects I want to do. And I will do them all, honest to God. Everything I have on this list right now, I will do. It's very, very possible. Not today, but it will be. And eventually, when it's all supposed to, it will. But am I tackling any of it yet? To the best of my ability? I mean, like, I'm going to do comedy. I'm trying to go do comedy today. You know, little bits of 2s and 3s and 5s and 10s. And if you're lucky, a 15, trying to figure out what's funny enough for special. What's something unexpected that people might not know about you? Shit, I'm a pretty open book. I'm trying to think of, like, if you've roasted me, it's like that long list of, like, facts things usually sum it up. Something about me. What's something unexpected that people might not know about you? And I think, like, also people could probably pick up on stuff, like better than... Like, I might think it would be unexpected, but, like, people, it wouldn't actually be to people. It would just be my own self-awareness that thought it would be unexpected. Yeah, I honestly feel like I am, like, such a trauma dumper. Like, I am such a, like, I will happily tell everyone something about, like, everything about me right as I meet them. Like, I don't have a lot of pretty bras. I have a lot of pretty clothes. It's just that, like, when I wear clothes, a lot of clothes I won't wear a bra with. So I don't have like a collection of like cute bras. All my bras are like nude. I think I might have like a couple black. Like, that's it. Maybe one white. I don't like the white one though. I might have thrown out the white one and I now just have nude colored bras. Yeah, something unexpected about me. I only have nude colored bras and a couple black. You would think with all these clothes, they're so cute, I'd have all these cute clothes under this. Underwear, yeah, but not my bra. Rapid fire questions. Oh, favorite color, the rainbow. But I like pink instead of red. Favorite food. I don't know. I say soup for a joke, and I fucking love soup, but I don't know if it's my favorite. Gotta get going. So yeah, rapid fire. Favorite animal, dogs, because people are dogs' favorite animal, and I like to reciprocate that. It doesn't mean that I'm any less of a cat person. It's just that, like, clearly, like, people are not cats' favorite animal. So, but people are absolutely dogs' favorite animal. Favorite book, Battle Royale by Koshin Takami. It isn't a manga, and the manga is actually so fantastic. The movie deviates from the book in ways that I hate. Favorite movie, Jaws. Rob Roy and what's the guy? Rob Roy and Ron. Yeah, Jaws. What's a little known skill or talent you have? I could turn this into rubber. Whoa. Whoa. And mostly it's only a little rubbery. I wanted to do a joke where, I think I've said this before on Autobiography too. I want to do a joke where I'm like, did you know I could juggle? Like, I'll show you. Throw me something. And then just drop whatever it is they throw me, like, because I would. And be like, oh shit, I guess I don't juggle. Good thing you didn't throw me like your drink or a baby. Alright. I have to speed up, so I think I might go so I can listen to music and do some shit quick. But all this is resurrected on YouTube, except for yesterday's. But that's about to be. That's about to be what I'm going to download that shit while I listen to music and stuff. Oh yeah. Hang in there, but not literally.